What if I told you that some of the biggest decisions in your life were never really your decisions? Not because someone forced you, not because someone threatened you, but because invisible rules were quietly written into your mind long before you even realized they existed. Think about it. Why do millions of people wake up at almost the same time, chase similar goals, wear similar clothes, measure success the same way, and fear the exact same things? Coincidence? Or something much deeper? The strange part is that these rules don't look like rules. They feel like common sense, and that's exactly why they're so powerful. Today, we're going to uncover the silent rules that secretly shape your choices, your confidence, your relationships, your career, and even the person you believe you are. Once you see them, you'll never look at your own mind the same way again. Imagine a fish that has lived its entire life in an aquarium. It has never seen the ocean. To the fish, the glass walls aren't a prison. They're simply reality. Humans aren't very different. Most of us spend our lives inside invisible mental walls without realizing they're there. Psychologists call this social conditioning. Your brain learns what is normal by watching everyone around you. As a child, you didn't question the rules. You absorbed them. You copied your parents. You copied your teachers. You copied your friends, not because they were always right, but because your brain was built for survival. Thousands of years ago, fitting into the group meant staying alive. Being different could mean being rejected, and rejection often meant death. Your brain still carries that ancient software today, which explains something surprising. Why raising your hand in a classroom can feel terrifying. Why speaking in public feels like danger. Why posting something online makes you worry about what strangers think. Your brain isn't asking, will this embarrass me? It's asking, will the tribe reject me? That ancient fear still controls modern lives. Here's something even stranger. Have you ever walked into an elevator and automatically faced the door? Nobody explains that rule. Nobody posts signs. Yet almost everyone follows it. Why? Because humans constantly scan other people to figure out what's acceptable. We copy first. We think later. This is called social proof. If enough people do something, it starts feeling right, even when it's wrong. In one famous psychology experiment, people entered a waiting room. Everyone else inside was secretly part of the experiment. Every time a beep sounded, everyone stood up. The new person had no idea why. After a few beeps, they stood up too. No questions. No explanation, just imitation. Now ask yourself, how many things in your own life are you doing simply because everyone else is doing them? The job you chose, the clothes you buy, the dreams you're chasing. How many belong to you, and how many belong to the crowd? But here's where it gets even more unsettling. There's another silent rule hiding inside your brain. It's called the status game. Every human compares themselves to other humans without realizing it. You walk into a room, within seconds, your brain measures everything. Who's more confident? Who's more attractive? Who's richer? Who's more respected? You don't consciously choose to compare. Your brain does it automatically. And today, social media has turned this silent rule into a 24-hour competition. You're no longer comparing yourself with 10 people. You're comparing yourself with millions. Someone is always younger. Someone is always richer. Someone is always happier. Or at least, they appear to be. And here's the trap. Your brain compares your behind-the-scenes life to everyone else's highlight reel. It's a comparison you can never win, which leads to another invisible rule. The rule that says, if everyone approves of me, then I have value. This single belief quietly controls countless lives. People stay in unhealthy relationships because they're afraid of disappointing others. They choose careers they hate because they're chasing approval. They hide their opinions, hide their personality, hide their dreams, not because they lack courage, but because approval feels like safety. Here's a question. When was the last time you made a decision that made everyone happy, but left you feeling empty? That feeling isn't random. It's your real self colliding with invisible expectations. Now let's talk about something your brain does every single day. It protects your identity. If you've ever said, I'm bad with money, I'm not creative, your brain immediately begins collecting evidence to prove you right. This is called confirmation bias. Once your mind accepts a story, it starts filtering reality. Imagine buying a red car. Suddenly, you see red cars everywhere. They were always there. Your brain simply ignored them before. The same thing happens with your beliefs. Believe you're unlucky, you'll notice every failure. Believe people can't be trusted, you'll notice every betrayal. Believe success is impossible, Your brain will quietly overlook every opportunity. The story becomes the reality, not because it's true. And perhaps the most dangerous silent rule of all, the rule that says, don't question the system. Most people inherit beliefs the same way they inherit eye color, without examining them. Success means getting a certain job. Happiness means buying certain things. Failure means falling behind everyone. But who wrote those definitions? Did you? Or did someone else hand them to you years ago? Imagine climbing a ladder for 20 years, only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. That happens more often than people think. Some people spend decades chasing goals they never truly wanted, because they never stop to ask one simple question: what do I actually want? Not what society wants, not what my family expects, not what strangers admire. What do I want? That question sounds simple, but for many people, it's one of the hardest questions they'll ever answer, because silence is uncomfortable. Distraction is easier. That's why we're constantly surrounded by notifications, advertisements, noise, videos. Every second your attention is occupied, someone else gets to influence your thoughts. Your attention is no longer just your focus. It's a marketplace. Companies compete for it. Algorithms compete for it. Influencers compete for it. Because whoever controls your attention eventually influences your decisions. And whoever influences your decisions quietly shapes your future. Here's something worth thinking about. Freedom isn't just being able to choose. It's knowing who programmed your choices in the first place. The moment you begin questioning your automatic reactions, you start taking back control. The moment you notice yourself seeking approval, you have a choice. The moment you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's, you have a choice. The moment you hear that little voice saying, "People like me can't do that," you have a choice. Awareness doesn't instantly erase the silent rules, but it weakens them. Every question you ask becomes a crack in the invisible walls around your mind. And eventually, those walls stop looking like reality. They start looking like what they've always been, just walls. So tonight, before you fall asleep, ask yourself one question: which part of my life was truly chosen by me, and which part was quietly chosen for me? Because the most powerful prison isn't the one with locked doors.